Yes, guys, great session yesterday. Did you all have a lot of fun?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Here, our like 35-year-old looking 53-year-old seduced a hot 24-year-old in the same day. Great guy, right? Are you proud of yourself a little bit?
Had a little spring in my step this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, guys. So, how was the session yesterday? Because yesterday you said, before that you said you're a little bit behind and you're feeling behind and you don't know what you're doing and all that stuff, right? But then you just kept going, and then this beautiful Latina girl walks past, and I wanted to approach her, and I think, oh shit, she's smoking. And then you approached her, right?
Yeah, I don't remember if you pointed her out, but she just came by, and somehow I just went out there and did my thing. But before that, it was a disaster. There was Muhammad was with me.
Prohamed.
Prohamed, yeah. And we got footage of the worst approach ever known to man. And the worst
The worst approach in
the worst
human
approach
history.
in human history, yeah. And it was bad, and I did several like that where I wasn't fully committed to stopping, and just kind of was looked like one of those sales guys trying to do sell drugs or something. And yeah, it was bad, and then I got down on myself pretty bad, and so but at the end I just kind of, all right, let's reset, get my confidence back up, get a good frame, and then I went and did better. After that I got 2 Instagrams and then that instant date. So
Yeah, that's all part of the learning process.
yeah.
Yeah, so tell us what happened, Michael.
Well, I stopped her and I commented on her dress because she had a really nice looking dress,
Yeah.
nice fitting, and I kept looking I kept looking down there during the night. But yeah, and I just told her she looked elegant with her dress out here, that something along those lines, and just started kind of talking and asking, introduced myself, shook her hand, told her that she looks Mexican, and she said yes. And then we just kind of kept talking, and eventually asked her what she was up to later, and she says, I'm just gonna go walk and see what happens. And they're like, why don't we just kind of hang out together then? And so she's like, okay. And so I was like, bye guys. And so we just kind of took off and we went from there. And a good sign right off the bat was we stopped at the OXXO to get some beer, because she already had a beer while she was
Oh,
walking.
really? Okay.
And we got some beer just for me and for her, and she paid. And I was like, she beat me to the punch, and I was like, okay, all right, well, this is a good sign. It's not like she's trying to take advantage or something, right? So, but I caught up. I went ahead and paid a few more bar tabs after that. But
Yeah, did you go to some bars?
yeah, we headed toward I asked, okay, since she was a local,
Yeah.
temporarily, she's from another part of Mexico, and I asked, what's a quiet bar we could hang out in? And she's like thinking, yeah, probably close to that Playa 38,
Yeah.
which is 38.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, but she says it's a way, and she's not sure if I want to walk that far. And I'm like, well, let's see how far. And it was like 15 minutes. Yeah, we could do that. I got a beer, no problem.
Nice.
And so we did that, and we went out that way, and it was really beautiful because you have all these like dark, bars with, kind of mood lighting type of thing with trees all over the place. And then it started raining. We just got under an awning in some random bar that we were next to, and then we ended up staying there and hung out, had a good time waiting out the rain, drinking mezcal. and then after that, we said, let's go to the beach, because the rain eased up a little bit. So we went to the beach, just kind of escalated and started kissing on the beach. And
How cute. A real love story.
And then after that, we went to, let me think.
To your
Yeah,
place.
we went to we went to a Cuban restaurant bar type of thing, and they had live music, and we had mojitos, and that was cool, and everything was really clicking really nicely, and we just said, okay, let's leave. We did some dancing to the band there, and then we were like, okay, let's leave and let's go to my place, and so we walked to my place, and
Nice.
yeah,
And she was very pretty, right?
yeah, she was very sexy, very
Yes.
sexy, yeah.
Amazing. Congratulations. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Great. Yeah, guys. Also, if you guys want to have results like this, then apply for a free consultation call with me and my team so we can get to know each other, analyze your situation, and find out if and how exactly we can help you. Link in the description. Okay, great.
Jetzt kann man schon ein Video sein.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. Great. Then let's do some Q&A. Do you guys have any kind of questions?
Yeah, so thinking about what I improved yesterday was focused on like feeling like I'm good enough in interactions, right? So being less gamey, less like attraction, building more comfort. So I did that. I had 2 dates yesterday. Actually, had one yesterday and then one today. And I built more comfort. I think the challenge is like escalating. So, do you think that's kind of my biggest thing I should be focusing on today? And like, how should I improve that?
Yeah, you're generally a little bit too passive, you know, because girls give you signals and they want you to escalate and to want to move forward quickly. You just have to look at their signals, how quickly you can do that and how receptive she is, and then you just do it.
So, for example, this today, we went for coffee, and then we went to the beach, and we were swimming in the water, and I got close to her, pulled her in, and I asked her like, my line is something like, "Have you ever kissed a guy from Los Angeles in the ocean at Playa?" And she's like, "No, I've never done that." I said, "Well, I think you should." And then she's like, "Ah, no, no, no." And then I kind of tried to get closer, but then she swam away. And then like I tried it again, maybe like 10 minutes later, try to get like pull her in a little bit, and she's like, oh, like laughing, playing, and then kind of swimming away again. And so it's probably like 3 or 4 times. Then we lay on the beach on her towel, and she's close, and I try to lean in. I said, okay, so you want to kiss me, right? She's like, oh, well, I can't get too close because like people here come and go, and so I don't like we talked a lot about how relationships like she said they're hard because like the guys don't want to commit. So so I said, oh, so you think I'm gonna hurt you? And so then we were just like laughing, but yeah, we never kissed. We were like really close to each other and like touched a lot.
You never kissed.
I mean, I don't know what I should have done. I probably went for it like 5 times, I feel like. But
Okay.
she kept showing me by being closer to me and like spending more time and flirting.
Okay. And what's the question?
I mean, what should I have done differently?
Some girls are just like that.
You know, so I kind of had that happen twice. So at the ice cream shop, she had like every excuse with the Argentinian that I met up again with.
Okay.
Right? Like
Oh, there was another girl.
so I was with a German one today. And
Okay.
yesterday was Argentinian.
Okay, so you're talking about the German girl.
Yeah, just now was with the German girl.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. So so the German girl we went to like coffee shop and the beach. And so yeah, she's she said she likes me. Yeah, but this is the German girl.
Yeah, all good. Okay.
So yeah, it was the same issue with the Argentinian. It was like she had all these reasons why she's busy, but we went to get like ice cream for an hour, and we were just like chatting, and like finally she kissed me after I tried like 4 or 5 times, right? But usually I'm not that like forward and direct. So that was new for me, but still I'm not like not escalate. It feels like I should escalate faster. I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know what how to
You have that resistance in your head, and that's why it shows up. You know, you feel it's like awkward to move quickly, but if the girl likes it, then why not? You know, and then of course the men have to persist, women have to resist. That's what it is, right? So women never want to be or want to come across as easy. They want to be a little bit of a challenge for you. Because after you sleep with her, the script flips, you know? So
Yeah, she was. I think both of them were worried about like getting too attached. I feel like.
I mean, if you're so good looking like you, Michael, then that might happen, you know?
I feel like I get this a lot where they're like, "Oh, he's boyfriend material. Let me push him away." Then I don't know what to do.
Yeah, but you want to be toy friend material, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, it depends, but you'll see the more the girls know that you're a player, the more quickly they will move with you.
Fuck.
You know. So like when you're playing everything slow and safe and secure and you're kind of passive, then they put you in that box. You know, so either they put you in the nice guy friend zone box, or in the boyfriend box, or in the player adventure box.
So should I throughout the date? Should I be like okay with being rejected? Like throughout the night, just oh hey, hand on my leg. Oh no, pull away. Okay, and then later, 10 minutes later, try again.
Yeah, you could do that. Easy. But it's also a matter of practice and learning and just,
Calibrating.
yeah, you'll get a feel for it. So, you know, all the things that happen right now, when things don't go the way you want, then these are just learning and reference experience for you to get better, because you just have to analyze, think what's been going good, what's been going wrong, and then everything is going great.
Yeah, it's so weird
But
too.
yeah, and it also depends on how on the girl is or how much she's into it.
Well, it's weird to me because it's like she's like, they'll just take up your time. I feel like,
Yeah.
you know, and I'm like, well, shit, I better just try to move this forward.
Yeah, but look, also you don't have to make it always happen on the first date. You know, if it happens on the second date, then that's just what it is. So you never want to put too much pressure on the girl or anything. You know, it should be like a cooperative kind of interaction. You know, she likes it, you likes it, and then it's just a natural result.
Yeah. In the beginning, it felt very much like friends, just the way she was talking back and forth. But then as I got like, I just escalated. I got like closer in proximity, touched her arm, whatever, and she's like, I could feel a vibe.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. So even though she said the different thing than her actions.
Yes.
So yeah.
You're always looking at the girl's actions, not what she's saying. Yeah. Mr. Rickson Clickson, do you have a question?
Yes, I got an Insta date yesterday with a Mexican girl,
Yeah.
and in the beginning, it was really on.
Yeah.
She was close to me. It was good vibe.
Yeah.
Then we went to sit at a restaurant for drinks
Yeah.
next to the street,
Yeah.
and then yeah, I want to know what I did wrong because it went a bit boring, and then yeah. Um, in the beginning she said she didn't have any plans, and also suddenly she said, yeah, I'm meeting this friend. So then it was
Yeah, they can make plans at all times, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes they like your initial approach,
yeah,
and then they sometimes don't tell you what their plans are. Sometimes they say they're free, but then they're free for 30 minutes or 60 minutes or whatever. I don't think you did anything wrong because I listened to your interaction, so it was good and she liked it.
okay, yeah,
So it's just part of the game, you know. So you just play your game, you're just funny and confident and charismatic, and then you see what happens.
yep.
So Yeah, and I mean, you had like 5 instant dates in the last 4 days, right? So sometimes it doesn't even make sense to go on an instant date. Like sometimes you just get the number, find out logistics, and then meet her up later another day or another time or later on or whatever,
Yep.
you know? Yeah, great. Any other questions?
Yeah, the second instant date with the 2 older girls.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. They were
Okay.
ugly, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, why do you even go on an instant date with them? I think they were ugly, man.
You missed out on the 300-pound girl, but Phil wanted to sit on your face. I don't know if he saw that girl with that black one.
Yeah, maybe I remembered this wrong, but I thought you pointed them out.
Yeah, I just want you to approach a lot of girls and then choose the hot ones. I mean, you have to decide which girls you want to be with, right?
Yeah,
Because the other girls were much more attractive than this one.
yeah,
Or
absolutely.
these two, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You know, then I would not spend my time with them. So like you have to put a boundary on your time and who do you spend time with. And
Yeah.
you know, like you have to understand that like the girls you bring into your life, you get their energy. Their energy is coming into your life and you have to protect your energy from people that you don't want. Man and woman
Yeah,
and everything in between.
yeah. So after a while, I noticed that they start speaking Spanish with each other, and I was like, "What the fuck am I doing here?" And then I left.
Yeah.
But yeah, I should have put that boundary more early.
Yeah.
Sure.
Exactly.
But at the same time, I still feel like, yeah, I just do it for the reference experience.
Yeah.
Like I even yeah, maybe I shouldn't say that, but
Yeah, but that's the thing, right?
yeah.
So you do everything for the reference experience, you know?
Yeah.
So like you approach a girl, maybe you don't like her, but if you never had an instant date and then you take her to a bar or restaurant, then at least you learn how to do that part
Yeah.
of the interaction.
Yeah.
You know? So in the beginning you learn how to open, how to build attraction, how to read her signals. Then you learn how to escalate the conversation in a way. And then you learn how to take her to a different place, how to move her around, like all of
Yeah.
these things. You know, so it's always good to do that, but you are already really good at this. You just now have to work on your conversion rate. Like, what are the topics that you're talking about?
Yep.
How do you establish a certain vibe and energy and playfulness and self-amusement in the conversation itself?
Yep.
You know, and that's different from every girl. So every girl has a different kind of energy. So like, it depends. Like some love the banter, some are a little bit more chill and relaxed, and they are more comfortable. But generally, you just have to calibrate, right? So advanced players look at what the girl is doing, and when you're a beginner, you always look what you are doing, and you're in your head. You know, oh, should I do this? Should I say this now? You know, is this gonna make her feel bad, or like, is this gonna turn her off or whatever? But I don't look what I'm doing because, you know, I feel good enough. I feel like I'm deserving attractive woman. So for me, it doesn't even matter. So I just look at what the girl is doing. What is her reaction? What is she saying? What is her body language saying? And then I already know how to move the conversation forward. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and also you have to understand that it's not you against the girl, it's you and the girl. You know, the girls like it as much as you do. Women love to be approached. Women love to go on a date with a cool guy. Women love to flirt. They love to have fun, and that's what you have to understand. Yeah. Anything else?
No.
Great, you?
Sure. Yeah. Admittedly, this last one, it kind of was an easy mode as far as the girl kind of being someone that I kind of clicked with, right?
Yes.
I'll ditch it out.
I, I, I know that there's other times where you kind of are with a girl and you're just not on the same wavelength, it seems, or you're just, you maybe it's harder to just automatically click with each other. And is there, I mean, do you find that there's just general things you do that to kind of get a little bit more into a flow with those kinds of girls?
Yeah, I don't waste my time with women that are not interested in me. So that's
Yeah.
the thing. If you're running great game, you will automatically screen out all the girls that don't like you, and the girls that love you will just stay with you. That's why you never want to filter yourself and you want to show your unique personality and your character. So like, if something is in your head that you want to say, and it's a funny joke, maybe something politically incorrect, and you say it, and she's staying there, she thinks that's funny. But if you're filtering yourself and you're not sure what to do, or like what to say, or like should I do that, or like should I shake her hand now? Should I introduce myself? Should I escalate? Should I put my arm around her? If you don't do these things, then you just end up in this long-winded, boring conversation where nothing is happening. So like generally, you want to escalate quickly. You want to speak unfiltered. You wanna have fun. You wanna be yourself. You don't want to worry about like what she's thinking or whatever, because either you're liked and accepted or disciplined and respected. That's what I always say. So either the girl likes you or she doesn't like you, but I just would not waste my time with girls that are not into you.
Yeah.
And then you find that out really quickly. And if it's a girl that you don't vibe with, then just say, hey, look, was a nice time, here's the money for the bill, I see you later. It's not a big deal, and they appreciate it also.
Yeah, that makes sense.
you know
Yeah, I definitely find myself filtering a lot based
Yeah.
on wanting to act like please them and not offend them.
Yeah, that's why
So
these
how,
things
how do I
happen.
get over that? Because like even probably today, it stops her from maybe feeling more comfortable or like escalating or something because I'm thinking about whether what I'm saying is going to be received well.
Yes, exactly, and that's the problem, because then women can feel that resistance, that tension in you, and then it's gonna be projected on the entire energy of the interaction. Also, if you're judging girls for going home with you quickly, then they are much less likely to go home with you quickly. If you're judging them for their desires that they have and what they want, then yeah, it just shows up in the interaction. So you just want to be completely non-judgmental, unapologetic about what you do and say, and then you will see that when you're more unfiltered and you don't care what's happening or like what the girl thinks of you, then the entire interaction is much more fun for you and for the girl, and you'll automatically push all the girls that don't like you away, that don't have the same values, the same interests, the same hobbies, all of these things, right? And the thing is, so you're getting to know a girl, so you want to screen out all the girls that you don't want anyways. And then later in the relationship, when you're dating her, when you're sleeping with her, then there is the vetting process where you really think, is this the kind of girl that I want to have a relationship with? Or is this the kind of girl that I just want to have fun with? Or, invite to parties, invite them to social events, or just having fun, you know? So that's really important. But
So maybe what I work on today, maybe what I work on today is being more unfiltered, uninhibited in my interactions.
yeah, but you also don't want to be uncalibrated. So that's the thing, and you have to find the line. That's what I explained yesterday. You never want to make anyone really feel uncomfortable, but also people that don't like you or girls that don't like you, they will just not vibe with you if you say certain things or if you do certain things or if you're dressed a certain way or if you're having certain political views or like different values or different interests or whatever it is, right? So you want to communicate who you are, unapologetic, and then this will bring exactly the type of girls in your life that you want. And also, the extremely attractive women, they don't want a filtered dude. They don't, they don't want the weak man who can't state his opinion. They don't want a yes sayer all the time. They want someone that is just saying what you want, doing what you want, and is just having a lot of fun, you know? So if you don't feel comfortable in your own skin, then the girls will also not feel comfortable in who they are and in their skin.
What do you say when a girl basically says that she just wants, she doesn't want to hook up because she wants to be in a relationship? Or she just, yeah, you're here for a week, so I don't want to, kiss and get too serious.
Yeah. On vacation, I would not even bring that up, that I'm only here for a week or just for a few days. I would just say I'm coming and going because you already been here 2 times, and some girls you just see over long periods of time on different occasions in different locations, like that girl that you went to Barcelona with, then she's coming to LA. So that's not really an objection. It's more like a complaint. And like in sales, right, you have objections, you have real objections, you have pretenses, and you have complaints. And complaints you don't really have to take seriously. And also what you have to understand is that women always want to have a long-term relationship. Women always game to find the best genetics of men that they can reproduce with. But most men don't have both of these qualities because most men are either too boring, so they don't even sleep with them, or like sometimes, they marry them or whatever, or like get into a platonic or boring relationship, or they have the guy who is just attractive and gets all the girls, and then they still sleep with him and make the beta male raise her kids. So like that's the thing. So you have to understand that men are made to spread their semen and women are made to like lock you down in a relationship. And when women get like over 30, then it just gets quicker that they want to be in a relationship and they say these kind of things, right? But the German girl that you're talking about, she's the girl, she's waking up early, she's going to the beach, she's reading books, she's working at the coffee shop, she's going to bed early, she's not a party girl, she's probably not the girl that is hooking up quickly with someone. And then you just have to decide or like adjust your approach, because that's the kind of girl that maybe you shouldn't have even tried to kiss her on the first date. You can still kiss her on the second date. You just want to make sure that she knows your intention, but you don't have to communicate all of this verbally. You also don't have to tell every girl or ask every girl, shall we kiss? You can't just kiss when she is completely comfortable with you.
That's something I've been doing, is like basically talking about it before I do it, because
Yeah.
I'm like not sure, I don't want to make her uncomfortable, all this shit, because I just like overly cautious.
Yeah, and that's what turns women off if you're overly cautious. They don't want that. They want to have a real man and not like some, is this okay? If you're doing everything for her and all that, then that's not working.
Yeah, so a question about when the girl asks how long are you here, when are you leaving back to Netherlands,
Yeah.
you are suggesting to keep it vague on purpose.
Yeah, I just say I'm the king of Germany and I'm working online and I travel a lot,
Yeah.
Or like I'm here. I say I'm here for a few months a year, and I'm traveling. Sometimes I go to Europe, to the US, then I'm here again or going somewhere. It's not like, yeah, because you don't want to commit too early, and they do that to kind of test your commitment also and what kind of guy you are.
Mm,
If you say, yeah, I'll be here for you all the time, that's not how it works, right?
no.
Because look, you have to think, when we were living in the Stone Age and we were in our tribe, there was never a guarantee that the young fertile man who impregnated all the women would come back from the hunt, because they went hunting and kill a mammoth or like any kind of wild animals and get their fur and the meat and bring it back to the tribe. But in that process, they could have died also,
Mm.
So it's always good to be a little bit unpredictable and to not worry about these kind of things. But of course, here girls ask that because they wanna see, okay, is this the kind of guy that I want to have a one night stand with? Is this the kind of guy that I want to maybe date long term? And women adjust their approach. You know, they might, if they think that you're a good that you're boyfriend material, then they might not sleep with you on the first date and just withhold
Yeah.
action.
Yeah, I think that happened. Yeah.
And you never want to overstep her boundaries.
No.
Yeah. Did that answer your question?
Yep.
Fantastic. Any other questions? One thing I want to say, guys. There is nothing wrong with approaching women. There's nothing wrong with going for what you want. There's nothing wrong that other people know that you talk to a lot of girls. It's more a demonstration of higher value. If other people know that you have attractive girls in your life, it puts you on a higher pedestal. It raises your social status because other men don't have that. They don't work on themselves. They don't work on their confidence. They don't work on their charisma. It's you and your commitment to this, and you, by just living and doing what you want to do without caring what other people think and without apologizing for it and just doing what you want to do, you will attract exactly the kind of people in your life that you want, man and woman. A cool man will never judge you if you're approaching women and if you're having fun, right? But a beta male weirdo, he will maybe judge you because that's exactly what he wants. You know? So like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with going out, socializing, having fun, and hitting on girls. Because every man wants to do it, but most men are just too weak. Okay?
Yes.
Awesome.